It was around, I recall, it was around when I first entered high school in freshman. And then during that time, it really all started because of my times from kindergarten and middle school too, which those days followed me into high school. Freshman, I was getting my bearings. I was getting my bearings. But as I was getting bigger and bigger with my friends and stuff, and the groups I hung around with, yeah, I was making those crowds. Like, chat, I was making groups. Like, I'm not kidding you. I was making groups and groups. I was that popular person where I just went around making friends and I grew. Like, I literally grew from just making friends, and I was just a chill guy. I'm literally just a chill guy. Da, 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 da. Dun, 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 dun. But memes aside though, honestly, like, I really just had I made a lot of friends from being genuine, which is the number one thing people will always admire. Always be genuine, chat. Always be genuine to your friends, be genuine to who you hang with, and just stand on what you know is right, okay? Just be the most realist person you can be. Don't go around trying to be some fake cool guy. Don't do that. Stand for who you really are. If people can't grab that, that's their problem. They don't want the real you. They want to fake you. Which, no, don't give them that. Be as real as God made you to be. Don't be fake, okay? Be your true self. Just like God intended for you. So, that moving on forward though. So, yeah, I was making tons of friends, hanging out, and even when it was around lunchtime, oh, lunchtime was the lit time of my life. I remember every time I'd be trying to like eat by myself, I had friends who invited me over. And there was this one time, so this was a long time ago. How did the conversation go? I remember. So I had my friend, we'll call him M. So M and I were just hanging out. We were talking one time, and I don't know what it was. I was just sitting here like minding my own business, eating my sandwich, and there's these two girls walking by, and M, he looks at them, he looks at me with the most pimp smug face you could ever see in your life. And I already knew looking at him, I was like, alright M, what is it this time? He was like, hey yo, Zach, check out those fine ladies over there. I'm like, homie, I know what you're trying to do, but listen, keep in mind, I was a teenager back then, so this was young teen Zachariah. So I'm back. He's trying to riz me up on somebody, trying to riz me up on someone, and I'm sitting there just thinking like, homie, I ain't trying to date nobody. But here's the funny thing. As I'm just sitting there eating, he waves the girls over, chat. He waves them over. And I'm just sitting there, mind my own business, enjoying my sandwich, then having some, I know it was one of those, I think it was a soda I had. Because I know sometimes I sneak a soda into my lunch, even though my mom would yell at me about that. But I don't really care. I mean, I was grown-ish. So, he calls them over, and he tries to get them to date me. So I just stay on business. I'm like, listen, I appreciate my friend trying to raise y'all on me, but here's the thing. I'm not interested. But wait, chat, wait, there's more. I respectfully told him that, hey, listen, I'm not interested in a relationship yet because I got my own ish that I'm trying to plan out for, staying on business. But let me give you some advice. Number one, don't rush relationships. Don't ever do that. Don't rush relationships. Take your time. Focus on the kind of person you want to be first. Focus on yourself first. Before you get into a relationship, you need to understand a commitment. What a commitment really is. Now, this is kind of like a jigsaw puzzle, so pay attention, chat. This is really important. This is like a jigsaw puzzle, like a Rubik's Cube, legitimately. So, a commitment is like a Rubik's Cube. You gotta understand what you're getting into, okay? Because with each commitment, there comes a responsibility. More than one, of course. There's always going to be more than one responsibility, so keep that in mind. So I'm explaining to them that how basically a relationship is about trust, responsibility, accountability, and about we. Never I or you. It's we. Always keep it like we are Venom, but in a positive way. So, I mean, keep it on, wholesome respect and being honest. Respect thy wife as thy wife should respect you. I mean, I know in the Bible it says honor wives, honor thy husbands. I know it says submit, but when they say submit, they mean respect. Not be like a slave or anything. It means to respect thy husband, just like the husband, thou shalt respect thy wives, because thy wives are also the matriarch of the family, just like you are the patriarch of the family. So that's the thing, chat. Pay attention now. There's some really heavy stuff right here, because especially for my youngsters in the chat, y'all need to listen to this too. This is very important. This is really heavy stuff right here. So the thing is, I know I'm going off into a real big life lesson lecture, but this is some heavy stuff that y'all need to keep in mind, because relationships, and this is from high school and the pandemic. When I graduated from high school and going into the pandemic, I learned a lot growing up from high school, being popular, about responsibility, reputation, being a good example, being the best example you want to be for others, the best example that people can one day say when you're not around. When you're not around, chat, you want people to be able to say, yeah, Zach is pretty cool. Zach is the kind of guy you want to hang around with. So the fact that I got all these people who still hang out with me on my social medias and we still chat for a bit, that's pretty cool. We stay in touch. Like, we stay in touch. When I got into like Twitter and stuff, we still vibe, we still hang, keep it a bean and a buck. So we cool. So main point is to make this whole conversation simple. I was really one of those popular kids back in high school. I was one of the people that you could hang with, have a great time, especially on Fridays. Man, Fridays were crazy. Fridays were crazy, I tell ya. Like, Em and I, we used to get in some stupid conversations before the weekend. I'm like, so we're always at carpool. And I kid you not, chat, every time I ask Em, what's he gonna do for the weekend? It's the same old. It's like, hey yo, Zach, I'm gonna get with the girls. I'm gonna get with the ladies. I'm like, homie, you know what? Listen, you do you. You live your life. I mean, at this point, we're both grown. We're both adults now, so we can do whatever the crap we need and want to. Like, I focus on my needs first, then my wants later. So I'm about business first. Then, if I want to hang, party a little bit, I stay on business first, then I party after. That's just how I do things. I keep the bean, I keep the buck. I keep it a hundred bands. I keep it a band, 100 beans. Beans! But that all being aside, lecture aside, chat, I sound like I might be centuries old already. Like, listen, I might be 223 years old, but come on. I ain't that old yet. I'm still pretty young compared to other immortal beings. So keep that in mind. I'm still a young immortal. But that's sad though. Just admire the times you spend with people. Be the best example that you can be. Be a leader, never a follower. And just be true to who you are as an example. That's the best I can always give, and anyone should ever tell you.